Hi, welcome YouTube family. This is Susan and welcome back to my world. Now, tonight I want to talk about the role of a family, the importance of supporting your family, the true meaning of supporting, taking care of your family, and the role of a family. Now, the Bible said that, your family can be a group of people, children. That's my definition. You can have children, you can have adults in your family. But in First Timothy 5, verse 8, it says that if a man or if you have family or relatives, you should take care of them, support them. And if you do not, you are worse than an infidel. You're worse than an unbeliever, right? So when you have relatives, whether adults or it's grown children or small children, whichever the group it is, whether it's small, two, three, any amount, is still considered your family. Your grandmother could really grow you as a mother and guide you, still your family. Whoever you want to choose to be your guardian or your parent, whoever you want to call mom. It could be not your biological mother, but it could be a stepmother or a stepfather, or any one of you want to call, still your family. And the Bible said that we should take care of our family and our relatives. You understand me? Support them, encourage them, teach them how to budget, teach them how to save. Not only teach them, but show them, because in the home, it is our responsibility as parent is to teach our family how to love, how to share, how to care, to choose right from wrong, and to make sure and watch them and observe them. It doesn't matter the age, okay? And you could have grown adults, people that stranger that you come together and start liking each other and becomes a family. So you're taking care of them and helping them, because our responsibility in what is expected of us as a parent, we should take care of the family, provide food, shelter, clothing, health insurance, education, providing. When I say provide education, registering them into a school, whether it's elementary, high school, college, a technical school, where they can learn a skill. But you help them to achieve that. They are going to fall. They're going to fall. They're going to make mistakes. But because of the love that you have for your family, you're going to help them, because the Bible says you should teach your child to fish, not to give them a fish every time, right? So they're going to fall. They're going to make mistakes. Remember when you were younger? What you used to do is the same thing. The world goes around. Life is the same thing. We grow up, we make mistakes, we backtalk our parents, mumble on our breath, give them attitude. My time when I was growing up is totally different from now. Totally. You understand me? My mother, she just have to just look at me, and I know what that means. But because I am afraid of the belt, and I'm afraid to get beaten, so I make sure I do what I have to do, because I don't want to be yelled at, and I don't want to get any spanking, right? So I just make sure I do what I have to do. And when my brother makes mistakes and whatever, I'm just sitting there laughing. But I remember one time when it was my high school graduation, and that night, we graduate, and the next day we have to go back to school for whatever. So we went back to school, and we were there hanging out, talking. It was a lot of us, and we were there talking about the graduation, what happened, the fun, the dresses, the clothing, how it went, just the all excitement. And my curfew time was 10 o'clock p.m. to reach inside the house. Now, when she gave me curfew time, I always come home before that time. So, but that night, I tell her the honest truth. We were having so much fun, talking, laughing. I'm not talking about drinking and smoking and no. We were just talking about graduation, like who was there and who was dancing and who couldn't dance and whatever you talk about. And I forget my time. When my friend's like, Suzanne, it's 10 o'clock. Now, where I was, I have to walk it home, right? It takes me like 15 minutes, like 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes to reach home. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm running and walking at the same time. And my boyfriend was with me, and he takes me home every time. He always takes me back home. And I reach home 25 minutes after 10. By the time I reached the gate, I saw my mother standing on the veranda, what you may call balcony. We have it in Jamaica or Ireland as veranda. Okay, that's what we call it. You guys call it porch. So I saw my mother standing there, and she folded and she's looking at me. I opened the gate and I came and I said, Mommy, I'm sorry, I'm late. I never realized the time. She didn't say a word. By the time I step up and reach on the veranda, and I said it to her again, she don't say nothing to me. So I'm walking past. I'm like, okay, she understand. I tell you. She grabbed me. I get some lick. My baby sister had a small bench, like a small bench. My mother grabbed that, and I tell her she beat me in my face with that. I was so shocked. I didn't even feel the hits. I'm just standing there receiving all the blows. Boop, bop, boop, boop. And I think is when it hit me in my eye. That's when I kind of like, Susan, walk away. I was shocked. I couldn't believe the rage and the anger that my mother was hitting me. Trust me, it's like she was fighting somebody, like she was fighting an adult or somebody. I tell you, I went inside, I cried, and then I had to go back to school the next day, because it was just a requirement that you have to go back to school and finish up. I think it was exam or whatever. My face was swollen, my eyes black and blue, my mouth busted. I tell you, I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't. I'm saying, here man telling my mother the truth. I understand that she's worried, because you understand me. She knows when she says 10 o'clock, I am there like 9:45 or 10 minutes to 10. I'm inside the house, and she knows that my boyfriend is going to follow me back home, and he always walk with me straight up to the gate and let me in, and then he goes back home. So, I get it. I get that she was worried, but that's the only time, not only time, that was it's only twice. My mother beat me twice. And I tell you, she would never get the next chance to put her hands on me. And I'm talking like, when I'm a child or even a young adult, because I don't like when people put their hands on me. So I will do everything to avoid it. Not that I'm gonna take it or be, a softie and then, but I just avoid it. So being a parent, it's a very hard job. You have to take care of the kids. You have to, the father, his role is to make sure that he goes out and support, get a job and support his family financially, physically, mentally, in every way, and help the mother to grow the child, the children, or even supporting your family, taking care of them, helping them through school or the project that they're working on, or even adults working on, that person want to buy a car. You can encourage them and say, you know what, save this. If you put this away, in 3 months you can have this. You can buy, you know a refurbished second-hand car, or if you want a newborn car, you measure the pros and the cons, so that they know, so that they know I'm sorry, so that they know exactly what to. I don't know, I touched something a while ago and it just doesn't want to go away. Okay, my son will fix this for me. He knows how to do it. So um yeah, so you can help that person. Sometimes you have to lend them money, and you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing because that is what God wants us to do, to help each other and support each other so that we are successful in life. Yes, we're going to make mistakes. Yes, we're not perfect. And yes, what am I doing? Oh my God. We're not going to be perfect. And yes, we are going to make mistakes. But is our parent is there to guide us and protect us and watch over us. And parent, I want to thank you very much for doing an excellent job. Whether you're a single parent, mother by itself, father by itself, or auntie that's playing a role, a sister, a cousin, grandmother, whoever is playing that role, I really want to say thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. You're doing an excellent job. Continue. I know it's hard sometimes, and don't try to do it on your own. Seek professional help, counseling or church sister, positive people. I'm not saying church people are not positive. I'm just saying, if you want to deal with a situation in a positive way, get positive answers to deal with the situation, because you're teaching your family. The home is where they learn everything, and they're practicing here. So when they leave the home, they get the basic, how to provide for their family: food, clothes, shelter, education, health insurance. If you can afford to give them allowances, you do it. You understand? Teach them how to shop, buy the sale, get coupons, right? And compare prices with different stores, supermarkets, and always tell them, save something aside. Not only tell them, take them to the bank, open an account, show them, go there, deposit, keep depositing. Do not have a debit card. because it's going to distract you, and all the time you're going to be tempted to go and want to withdraw money to buy something, or something is just going to come up whether or not. You open a savings account and you put it there without a debit card, so you always go and just, and that is for emergency, a rainy day. And you teach them. When they grow up, they're never going to forget it. I understand when they start reaching their teenage or young adult or whichever time in life, they're now having to make their own decision, what's right and wrong for them, what's best for them. And sometimes the family, they're not going to do or say things that you like. But you have a choice. Just wait until the place is calm, everybody's, in a good space. You can sit and talk about it. I didn't like how you speak to me. You came at me wrong, and why was that? Talk about it, because it's best when you have a conversation when you are not upset and you're calm. You can able to think about what you're saying. Positive things come out of it, and you will find solution. And you are bonding with your family. You understand me? But the negative side of it, that would be a different topic. Another time we could talk about, the negative side of, of a family, and also you teach them how to respect each other time. Sometimes somebody, they want to watch a movie, you want to listen to the news. You just respect them. All right, you can watch it. You compromise with them. You understand me? You don't feel like, okay, I'm gonna watch my movie, and like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours you're there watching everything, and I want to watch something. You have to consider your family. Because when you leave your parent house, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to have a family of your own. You have to teach them. You have to teach them how to shop, provide, love, care, share, choose right. You know how to choose right from wrong, to do the right thing, when to say no, when to say yes. So and do it in love. Do it in love. I understand that most times things just turn another direction, and it's a shouting match, and that is when all the anger and everything else is festering. I don't like how you just move my shirt and you don't say anything. I can't find my shirt. You don't talk about it, and you just put it aside in your heart. You can't find your bag, and your sister borrow your bag, and you don't say nothing. You fester and you put it away, and it keep accumulating all the time. And then one day you just burst, cussing, and everything just start coming out the wrong way, saying everything coming out the wrong way. It sounds bad, it's ugly, disrespecting. No, we know the right thing to do. And the right thing, talk about stuff when you're not angry. And if you feel like you can't handle the situation, find a counselor, find a professional to talk to you about how to deal with yourself, anger, how to love, just to help you. I'm not talking about negative people, because that's a different conversation. There's a different topic. I'm talking about the role of a family, our responsibility to provide for our family or children, and help them until, for me, help them until they finish. And many people, they finish high school, college, and if they don't want to go to college, help them. Okay, you want to go to a technical school, you help them through it. Not only, okay, go on your own or fill out the form, get your stuff, and you do it by yourself. No, help them. through it. Walk them through it. I understand some family members are faster than some. It's part of life. Nothing is wrong with that. My children always say, Mom, you are, oh God, Mommy, when are you gonna finish? You just take long. You just detail what you're saying. Yeah, that's me. I'm in the third lane driving. You have the first, second, and third lane. I'm in it, fine. And that's what makes up life. People, different personality, different pace, and that's okay. It's normal. You understand? So sometimes you have some children, you got to do the same with them, or adult or family member. You have to show them, walk with them through it. Go, spend time, follow them to the school, get them registered, everything. So when you walk them through and help them, and they have to, say for instance, they finish high school, and you help them with the preparation, how to enroll, this, that. When it's time for them to go to college, they are able to do it on their own. They'll come and ask you a question, Mommy, you think that, what should I do? And they call you, what should I do? Where should I get this this paper to be filled out? Where can I go to get a notary? Because you already help them with the footwork. And that is our role of a parent, to help our children, whether it's want to be young adults, grown adults. You help them because you're teaching them to fish. Parent, continue helping your children, helping your family members. Continue, because the Lord is blessing you every day. And if you can't handle the situation, seek help. Find professional help, a counselor, a therapist, especially a therapist, and you talk, and they will help you. Suggest, things. You go home and you implement it. Whether you want to do it slowly, quickly, it depends of your household. Do its best. But don't give up on your family. Because when you give up on your family, who is going to help them? You see how the children of today, how they operate. Yeah. So just like how we fall and we make mistakes when we were younger, we give talking and you name it. It's the same thing is happening in our life. Maybe it looks different, but it's the same thing. And then when our children leave, or family leave or depart from us and go have their own family, they don't know what to do, because they have been taught how to do it before. Don't let nobody discourage you. Oh, don't give them no allowance. They don't deserve it. They're too disrespectful, or they're too they don't appreciate you, or they're unkind, or they're gonna find whatever negative thing to say. But you have to know the difference as a parent, how to deal with the situation. You understand me? If it's a point where you cannot, and it cannot be resolved by the family member because one party is not ready to talk about the situation, is not ready to forgive the other person, or vice versa, then they have to make a decision. Go their separate ways, or if they can't go their separate ways, or if they're not ready, the Lord will heal it. But he's using them to talk about the situation. You understand me? To talk about the situation and to resolve it. They have to resolve it themselves. Not only, and the family have to help too. But when they are ready, when they are ready to talk about the issues and the problem. Have family meetings. You know, the same thing you see happen on the television and movies and stuff. Yeah, you can do it at your house too. You have family meetings and we talk about stuff and we discuss things. And sometimes my children, they get on my last nerve. Yeah, they make me shout, they make me cry, they make me laugh, you name it. But I still love them, and I'm still gonna support them because I'm a mother and that's my responsibility. Because when they leave, because they're gonna leave, they're not gonna stay forever. They're gonna leave to have their own family, and everything that I have taught them, or what we have taught them, they remember and they implement it in their family. Continue to do your best. Continue, be patient. Continue to be kind, caring, listen to what your family saying, and continue to love them, respect them, show them respect, and show them what respect is. Sometimes you have to demonstrate it, and watch them showing back respect and understanding, how to deal with situation. For the fathers who is doing it by themselves, cook, clean, go to work and come back, pick up the child or the children, whatever he has to do. It's a job that it's just me. It's difficult. Yeah. Children are a blessing. Your family is a blessing from God. Yeah. Your family is a blessing. Children are blessings. And if there's just 2 adults, 3 adults, 5 adults, any amount you have in your family, it's a blessing. Keep the unity, keep the peace, talk about stuff. And if it cannot, or every problem have a solution, and it's up to the 2 individuals to decide, okay, we're gonna just talk about this, resolve this, and move on. And if it cannot, and if they're not ready to resolve it, it's okay if they want to go their separate ways. But as a mother, as the parent, the father or grandma or whoever it is, you have to still advise, not take sides, because you love them all. You love your family. A stranger out there is not going to love your family like, oh, you love your family. I'm not going to do it. Some people are so jealous of the love and the care and the respect and the unity and the communication that they see that is in your family. They say everything. They try to do everything to separate you from your family, because what has happened in their life. You understand me? So they're gonna just mess up yours and destroy your family relationship, and at the end of the day, leave you cold in the street. Just leave you. Your family comes second. So I just want to encourage the parents, or the parent who is, or the grandma or the auntie or the uncle, whoever is taking care of your family or your relatives. You're doing a good job. You have done a good job. Your blessing is upon you, through you, and don't forget that. In everything in life, there is ups and down. You understand? There's good and bad, but most of it, your blessings, is because of the goodness that you have done, helping your family, helping your relatives. So thank you so much to listen to what I have to say. Please like, subscribe, and share this video so others can be blessed. Be safe, wear your mask, practice the social distance, wash your hands, sanitize, whatever. Just use wisdom, okay? Have a wonderful time. Bye.